So this is awkward. It's a video because I didn't want to text it out because I know you all wouldn't read it. So I'm just going to give some tips and tricks for competition day and leading up to competition. So today and tomorrow, work out, eat, everything as normal, as if we were not going to do a competition this weekend, because we will get to that. Friday, please do not do a workout, but feel free to move, maybe like easy bike, easy walk. If you are comfortable in the water, easy swim, but nothing that's going to make you sore or like be strenuous at all. But especially move, because we're going to be sitting in a car all day long. So that's going to like really tighten up those hips, and it's going to not be good the next day, especially if you have like a heavy squat or something. And then food, how that's going to change for this week is today, normal, Wednesday, normal. Tomorrow night, Thursday night at dinner, have an extra serving of carb with your meal. So whether that be potato, rice, pasta, fruit, any sort of extra carb, just get that in while you're eating dinner. And on Friday, eat lots of food. We're not really nutrition science major. Okay. We're not really like worried about quality of food, but we're just worried about quantity of food on Friday. So don't really worry about getting in all those vegetables and like healthy shit. Like really just worry about getting in volume. You need to use that as fuel for the next day. So eating more for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But specifically at dinner, make it centered around carbs. So instead of having like a balanced meal of meat, veggie, protein, have it just be carb based. So usually that's seen as like pasta night, carbo loading, which would be fun as a group to go carbo loading. And then the day of, so Saturday morning, I know it's hard, and I know you're gonna bitch about it, but really try to get a big meal in before the workout, before the competition starts, because if you don't have that big meal to start, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure just because you don't have any fuel in you. And then I'm gonna get up and show you what I expect for like the day of at West Point eating, but we'll get to that. And other tips, mobilize for at least, that's a minimum. I know you can all do more, but at least 10 minutes today and every other day leading up to the competition. I don't want anyone feeling sore or tight, especially considering that 5-hour car ride or 6-hour car ride there. So you really need to get mobile, whether that be like a hip flow. You could ask me what I suggest. You could Google it. Just get in any sort of mobilization that's more than just a finisher at the end of class. Sleep. That is also super important the day before and like kind of just coming up to it. I know it's a stressful time at school, but really try to prioritize sleep leading up to this. And the night of, I always take melatonin before competition just so I know I'm sleeping deep and good the night before. I'll bring melatonin if anybody wants some of that too. But if not, my biggest suggestion is just that night really trying to wind down so you can fall asleep faster and there's less distractions. And that's easier said than done, obviously, because we'll all be in a group setting that'll be fun. But if you can wind down earlier, that'll be great. Wear clothes you've worn before. Like, don't try to like look all good and just wear clothes that don't fit or feel uncomfortable, or wear shoes that are new for the first time. Like, I don't want any first times on competition unless it's a PR or a new skill. It's hard to do, but just relax and don't get nervous before. The worst thing you could possibly do is to get nervous before this, because as long as you're there having fun, you've won. That's cringy. Okay, so day of, while you're, so before a workout, and I'll bring these, I like to just have like a super quick, fast-acting carb. My favorite is Huma energy gels. You just suck it down right before a workout starts. This one is Cafe Mocha. It has 2x caffeine in it, which I certainly don't need. But that's super quick, fast-acting carb right before you go out. And when I say before you go out, I say like 10 minutes before. That'll really like help you. Or a pre-workout if you do that. I never do that. And then in between events for other fast-acting carbs, good like fruit strips. I have go-go squeezes, raisins. So what's similar with all of those is that they're fast digesting carbs. And slightly bigger, less fast digesting, but still good to have in, is some sort of like protein bar. So I have like an RX bar, a level 1 bar. You guys all got a bunch of those from the Panther Classic, so bring those. If that's just like hard to eat, because I know it's hard to eat during competitions and you have a sweet tooth, like Something like a Rice Krispie treat or a chocolate egg could be good, just to get something in you, because that's gonna be the most important part, is just any kind of fuel. And at least once, but I'd prefer twice, like a bigger meal. And on competition day, that looks just kind of like a PB&J. Maybe if you're feeling super freaky, you get like a little, I don't know, chicken, rice, but usually that's too hard to digest. So I would say just like a PB&J, a turkey sandwich, just something on bread to give you that carb, and it's easy to get down. And then all throughout the day, you should be sipping on water, yes, but also like something like Gatorade, an energy drink, and then putting into your water, even more importantly, hydrator. I like Vega, Liquid IV, not for a hangover this time, but for performance. Also, I'm bringing this. It is ibuprofen, just because you never know what shit's gonna go down on game day. And this is that melatonin I was talking about. So that was a lot of blabbing, and it was weird, awkward, whatever. But all I'm saying is that if you are mindful with your eating and have any questions, please ask. And it's gonna be a great competition.